Hey everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you're here. For those friends out in the U.S., happy Memorial Day. Don't forget those who gave it all so you could have it all. And today I'm just kind of taking a laid-back approach to everything going on. So I have some things I need to work on. If you're out there in Twitch land or on YouTube or on Periscope, say hi in the chat. You can see I am now sporting a fancy new chat little widget over here from Restream, and well, I need your chats to fill it up. So let's give it a test. So today's problem is going to be kind of interesting. I have an email form. So actually, hold on. Let me finish sending an email to my email list, which will actually do well with what our topic here today is. So show you a little bit of my process. So let me shoot over to live. All right. So I'm sending an email to my list right now. This is the email I sent last week. So I have an email list with a bunch of people on it, and one of the things I like to do is send them stream notifications saying, hey, I'm going live on Twitch and YouTube right now. Why don't you come join me? So a couple things I need to do here. The best going live on Twitch and YouTube. Today's topic. Today's topic, as you might have already noticed from the stream title, we are setting up RECAPTCHA with Azure functions. Oops. So let me add my TV emote. https twitch.tv/1kevgriff. And then I also have another TV emote for YouTube, which usually means we're going live at youtube.com/c/swiftkick/live. It's one of the things I love about YouTube is when you do live stuff, you don't have to know the code of the YouTube video. You can just say /live. Whatever the current streaming video is what gets sent to people to come hang out me in chat. All right. I want to remove that button because that's not necessary. I also want to add some links. Twitch.tv/1kevgriff. And then I'll add a link for YouTube. Then also I want to change this link right here. So I have basically when I send emails out to people, I have a tag on their accounts. And thank you for the follow, Gabriel. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you a ton. Say hi. What you working on today? Are you taking the day off, or are you in the States? So I have a tag on all my contacts that basically say I want to send stream notifications to these people. And if someone doesn't want to receive that information, but they want to get other emails, I don't want them to unsubscribe because that means they go off the list completely. But I want them to be able to opt out of stream notifications. So I have this item here. But I just added I actually got to remember what it's called. Let's see. Let's open up VS Code. Close Visual Studio because you're not necessary anymore. So I added a page called No More Stream Updates, which just lets someone. It's a landing page for people to go if they don't want stream notifications anymore. So I want to change that URL. Basically, if they go to that URL, it'll go through my email management system first, and it will remove the tag. That way they shouldn't get the emails anymore. So let's see if we can get more people in here. I'm going live on Twitch and YouTube. I'd love for you to come hang out. Today's topic, setting up RECAPTCHA with Azure Functions. Join me, Twitch and YouTube. And I mentioned this on the last stream. I'm starting to add both of them, and I'm doing all this through Restream because I think there are cases where work VPNs or proxies might prevent people from watching on Twitch because it's technically a gaming website, where YouTube might be allowable. So let's go ahead and kill two birds with one stone, and let's just send the stream to both places. Adds a little bit of latency, not a huge deal in my case, but I think it works. So we'll go ahead and say next. All right. We'll say live with Griff is, oops. Starting now. All right, and I need to go in and change all these defaults. Yeah, there we are. Rest of that is good. Next. So if you're on my email list, you're actually about to get an email. If you're not on my email list, you can go to consultwithgriff.com and get. All right. Yep. Let's just send everything right now. Why not? So let's talk about the issue I'm running into. So this is going to process, and we might have more people pop in the next couple of minutes. So let me go ahead and shoot over to my contacts list. I'll do this on another browser real fast so I don't give away too much. So on my site, I have email signups. Enter your name, enter your email address. If you go to certain articles and scroll down, I built this on the stream as well, but I can add in call to actions to, hey, you want to get notifications, updates on new posts and stuff like that. It's all built into my static site generator. It's one of the problems I have is that I'm using a static site generator, and static site generation means the page I generate is the page that gets delivered. I can't really add too much functionality to it without just royally screwing everything up. So, what do we do? Well, first, so what do we do? So I actually built a plugin that takes this form and does the form submit to ActiveCampaign, which I use for email management. And that works really well, except I have a couple issues I have not actually dealt with on other projects before. And let me show you what I mean. Let me go unconfirmed. All right, so I'm going to show my contact list, but don't feel like I'm giving away too much because there's a couple problems with this list. So I have all these, and you notice the email addresses and the names they're all lowercase, and I had added this option called CTA location. All that tells me is the URL in which they filled out the form. As you can see here, I did a test. Consultwithgriff.com, enhancing your career with a mastermind group. That's the URL that the person went to in order to submit the form. And that gets populated automatically. Just loading the form up in the browser fills that out. And notice how there are some are blank. This is before I got most of my changes in there. But then look at this one where it's the CTA location is Madison Orr. Well, that's not physically possible if you're loading inside of a browser, because the browser is going to populate that CTA location. This causes a problem. And then actually there's a whole nother problem. Let's scroll down. Notice how a lot of these are coming from Clifton, New Jersey. I'm not sure what SE is supposed to mean. New Jersey, London, Clifton, New Jersey. We go down the list and you'll see this repeating pattern. And so what's happening is I'm getting spam signups, and I'm never actually sending email to these people. It's they're getting on the list and they get sent a double opt-in. I'm a pretty strong advocate of like don't spam people unless they request your emails. So I have a double opt-in on my account, and it's actually a really good double opt-in. It's not a just click here. It's more of an explanation of what the email list is about. Because I don't want to spam people. I don't like spam myself, so I don't want to be the perpetrator of spam. So, but I have this problem because some bot is just doing form submissions on the account, and ActiveCampaign doesn't have a way to combat it without adding you can add a reCAPTCHA to the form, but that's only if you're using their form. And in order to use their form, you have to send them to their site, which is not really what I want to do. So this, I can't do this the way that I wanted to, which causes a bit of a problem. And I need to prevent this stuff from happening, because what's happening, and it's happened a couple times, is these are somewhat real email addresses that were in spam lists, and they're getting sent to they're getting added to my list through a spam bot, and the spam bot adds them. I send them the double opt-in email, so the legitimate person gets an email from me asking them to confirm their subscription, and instead of just deleting the email, which I think most of these people do, some of them are marking it as spam, or they're actually submitting spam complaints to ActiveCampaign. And it's not at a rate yet where ActiveCampaign is going to come after me, but I want to prevent this. Well, I said, why don't I add RECAPTCHA to my application? There are versions of RECAPTCHA now that can act without human interaction. Like they can detect if it's a bot loading the page, or if it's a person actually inside of a browser. So I want to add a RECAPTCHA to this form. And worst case scenario, if I don't believe you're a person, you have to actually go through the RECAPTCHA process, which leads into another problem. Is because this is static site generated, how do I verify that code? Which is where Azure Functions is going to come in. So I'm going to create an Azure Functions project where I can validate the RECAPTCHA, and then instead of sending the form directly to ActiveCampaign, I'm going to send it to my Azure function, where I can validate the RECAPTCHA and then send it to ActiveCampaign afterwards. That should, knock on wood, that should eliminate a good amount of the spam that I receive to my email list. Oh, what's up, Slack? Go away, Slack. That was weird. Slack just like, oh, hey guys, I'll pop up and talk to you. So I've set up RECAPTCHA once or twice on different client projects that needed it. It's been a while. Yeah, let me figure out what to do here. Probably want to start with a new project. So we'll just call this, actually we'll go in the Kev Griffin for, actually we'll create a new, so we'll call it Kev Griffin tools before tools. Yeah. And this is where I'm going to create my Azure functions. So we'll create a new directory called source. I can't type today. We'll open an VS Code. Add a README. And then inside of source, I want to go to Azure. do .NET New. Is there a .NET New for Azure Functions? I think there is. I'm trying not to do this in Visual Studio. That's my goal today. But we'll see how far I get with that. No. All right. But I can go create function. Yes. C#. We'll do HTTP trigger. And we'll call it validate form RECAPTCHA. We'll say just Griffin. And I probably need to make this anonymous. And naturally, it didn't actually put it in the folder I wanted it to put in. All right. Oh, well. We can move that around real fast. Yep. Let me move this stuff real fast. All right, Explorer. Move. Move. All that into source. There we go. All right, I'll leave the get ignore. That's a good place for it. All right. So now, yeah, I know. Restore. Okay. Oh, yeah. What options are there? I've not used this before. Start. No. Why would we do that? So Azure Functions. Start stream. No. Which is like run local. I don't know why it's asking for a subscription to run this locally. Yeah. Oh, it's source. So, can I just say not .NET run, and will this work? No. All right. Well, so Azure Functions test local VS Code. Because I can't find the simple little thing that I want. Press F5. Oh, okay. Oh. Yep. All right. I guess I don't have those. All right. Well, let's take a step back. Okay. Open VS Code. Detected an Azure function program that may have been created. Yes. Okay. I guess that other VS Code folder I had was supposed to be copied as well. Oh well. All right, let's set a breakpoint. Let's run. I already did that. There we go. Sure, Kevin. This stuff just works. Jeez. All right, let's try this again. I swear I've installed this stupid thing 4 times. All right. Well. Come on. Come on. Function host is... All right. Well, that was fun, kids. Let's move on to a IDE that actually works. I swear. This is the biggest reason why I don't do that much in VS Code other than just some simple JavaScript stuff. Because it just works in Visual Studio. It is a pain in the arse to get this stuff to work in VS Code. All right. There, same project. All right, there we go. See, it just works. All right, so we'll take away the post or the get. So we'll just leave the post. I guess I need to set up RECAPTCHA for my page. I think I've already done some of this. Let's go ahead and go to the blog. Open that in VS Code because that's hard to screw up in VS Code. So one of the things I need to do, and I haven't done it yet, is I have duplicate code in 2 places. All right, I'm not going to fix that yet. I'm just going to fix it in my plugin, which, yeah, I don't need to do that yet. Load the JavaScript library with your site key. All right. Let's see. Where's the link to register keys? There. All right. I'm going to move that over to another screen. I think I already created it. I just don't remember. Consult with Griff. Yep, I already did. Get all the important stuff. Where is keys? All right. So the site key is the thing that is public. So we can go ahead and add that. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to add it right here. All right. Site keys are public. We can use those all day long on this stream, but the secrets are not public, so we're going to leave those over on the other screen where they're not displayed to anyone.